You all had just defeated the haunt from the furnace, and you found some bones inside of them, and they were warm to the touch, and you extinguished them into the water, thus ending the haunt.
We think.
And I've accounted for the new guys when they're ready to show up. Are you ready, Torin?
I think I'm ready.
I'm ready to open this door. Oh.
Okay, can I get a perception check from you guys?
Sure. We're putting that in the tower, right?
If you want it to count.
Yeah, everything. Does everyone know how to throw it in the tower?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just used to clicking on them.
That's not a problem. Okay, Darius, Vidiger, and really even Kristoff.
Well, we're not all there.
You're getting ready to be.
Oh, okay.
You're about to be. Wait a second.
If that's all right with you.
Oh no, fine.
I was under the impression that he was getting us to do these perception checks to see if we noticed each other.
You do hear noise coming from the room with the hole in the floor that you were just in.
I'll start heading back the other way, stealthily.
And not so stealthily.
And peek around the corner.
Okay, and you see Kristoff, and you see Torin, or some new guy.
Oh, hey, Kristoff, there you are.
And
it's nice to see you finally awake.
He woke up. Kendra told him what was going on, and Torin, you were actually late. You showed up 3 days late for the funeral. You were so far away.
Rude.
And Kendra and Kristoff informed you of what was happening. And they come out to find you up at the prison. Where you are at is Harrowstone Prison. It was the scene of a horrible fire 100 years ago, and a lot of people, including guards, the warden, and his wife, died in that fire. So now we got the party together. What would you like to do?
I'll tell them what's happened so far. We've seen some ghosts and some undead. We've explored some of the other part of the mansion off to the east. We didn't really find much over there except for a locked safe, and we found another locked room that we couldn't get into. So we're on the lookout for keys at the moment, and we're just exploring this upper area before we go down through that hole in the floor that's right behind you there, which I will draw a line to. And I'll wave you forward and say, follow me. How deep was the hole? Like 30 feet? Or 20 feet?
Yeah, it was 20 to 30.
A bunch of flying skulls, flying flaming skulls came out of it and attacked us.
So we're outside the prison currently?
This
We're
is an
kind of in a
open hole.
collapsed wall area of the prison. Like there should be, a wall here, but it kind of
Okay.
eroded and collapsed. You can see part of the wall out there in the water.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
So we're kind of inside / outside at the same time. It's very dilapidated prison.
Is there water running down into that hole?
Due to lack of maintenance, this small pond, the drainage pipes got clogged up and that water has started seeping into the prison. It's a little water right now, but when there's heavy rains, I'm sure it's a lot of water.
I'm gonna listen up to this door.
Greetings, Torian.
And check the door for traps.
Greetings back at you there, sir.
Okay, it's extremely quiet. You do not hear anything at all, nor do you see any traps.
All right. Do you guys want to come up here to the door before I open it, or are you good where you are?
I'm on my way.
I will open the door. Yeah, what Darius said. I'm on the lookout for the people. Oh, my character lost a hand, and I'm trying to find the people that cut it off to kill them.
Okay, this opens up into a moderate-sized room. You see several moldy cots are strewn around this room. The doors to smaller, more private sleeping cells are hanging askew. Judging by the rest of this room's decor, this was probably the prison's infirmary. And you do see a lot of doors.
All right, I'll do some detect magic and search the room. Making sure I look underneath the tables and chairs and everything. I'm a scrounger.
You do detect magic coming from a small chest in that corner.
Ooh. I will go over and examine the chest to see if it's a trap that I'm detecting.
Okay, as you walk over and everyone enters the room,
Uh-oh.
It's a lot of dice.
everyone in the room sees this movement out of the corner of their eyes, or full on, but something is kind of appearing out of nowhere, and for just a second or two, you see this skeletal being appear right smack dab in the center of the room. And I need for everyone to roll initiative.
Aw, hell.
I'm also gonna roll knowledge religion.
Um, Lonely Sword, you're pretty confident that this is a poltergeist.
Okay. Is it incorporeal? What do I know about it? Anything?
Yes, it is incorporeal. It does have natural invisibility, rejuvenation, and undead traits.
Oh, is that all? I mean, we're level 2. We can take this guy easy, right?
And Lonely Sword, you're actually up first.
No, I'm not. Darius is.
I'm quick on the draw.
Oh, sorry. I thought I scrolled all the way up on the combat tracker. Okay, you, sir, are up first.
Well, throwing a bomb or stabbing it with a spear doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. You know what? I'll try throwing the holy water I have at it.
I think I read that for holy water and incorporeal creatures, you have to actually stand next to them and dump it on them. You can't throw it.
I don't know why you wouldn't
You
be able
just have
to.
to do a roll to hit or something like that.
Yeah, I know that's the only thing alchemists have sort of bonus feat of being able to throw anything. So we will move to there.
Okay. And you managed to hit.
And it's still, oh, it's untyped. Yeah, I don't know.
What should that type be?
Well, I don't know what holy water would be. Maybe he should resist it.
It would probably be positive.
That makes sense.
But Fantasy Ground doesn't work very well for incorporeal and properly reducing or not reducing the damage types that are supposed to go through its immunities.
Let's see. A direct hit by a flask of holy water deals 2d4 points of damage. And I'll just mark him down.
You get to add your intelligence modifier to it, don't you?
Yep.
To the damage done?
Yeah, it's your throw anything ability as an alchemist. You get to add your intelligence modifier to
Oh.
splash weapons or whatever.
That's 8 damage.
Okay. 8 damage it is. And it's off to a good start.
Let me see. Do I have one of those? Holy water. I do have a holy water. It won't hit quite as hard as his, though. I'll take a 5-foot step forward. Can I step on these? What are these?
I think
Those
they're
are
cots.
yeah, they're beds. Cots on the floor.
Okay, so not really.
Well, you could say in theory that you're standing beside it.
Yeah, yeah, you can occupy the same square. Because the way it's laid out.
That's
got
fine.
enough
I'm good
room.
here. I'm gonna roll my alchemist fire because I don't actually have my holy water built, but they're the same hit.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a swing and a miss.
I threw it with my hand that doesn't have a hand.
I start melting when it hits me.
Okay, I did not bring anything for incorporeal creatures. So I'm going to try to keep its attention by swinging at it regardless.
Do you not have a holy water too? I thought all three of us each took one of the holy waters.
I took nothing from that trove.
Oh, okay.
We're level 2. You can use your lay on hands to touch it as a holy damage attack that harms undead.
Yep, I could. Alright, I'm going to run through that in the way I didn't expect. Okay. That's a touch attack for me, so pretty much what? +2 to attack. Probably not.
What's your bonus to
9.
hit?
Oh, total, well, for my strength, it's +5.
So
But-
that's a +5.
For a touch, alright.
Your
Alright.
touch gets your full strength bonus.
Okay, so 12.
Yeah, 12 is.
That might be a hit. Touch attack is pretty low usually.
12 is gonna hit.
Wow!
Doesn't take a lot to touch.
He takes 1 point of damage. Take that! That'll show him. I kinda look confused as I do it, like, this works?
Do you want to take a move
Hey.
action?
Just gently brush my fingertips across him. I'll back up, yeah.
I will also chuck a vial of holy water at it. I don't have holy water made, so I'm just gonna use my bomb attack because it should be the same roll.
Okay.
Yeah, no one builds holy water. Apparently we should for this though.
If you add it from the equipment, it just gave me the holy water attack. Like it just
Which-
added it at 2/9.
Is that the D20 PFSRD equipment?
Oh, I think that's where I took it from.
And you do manage to hit it.
Okay, now I need to roll the right dice.
2d4 plus your int modifier.
Great, thanks. Is anybody else seeing that roll?
Nope.
No. Make
Did you
sure
roll
you
it in the
drop
chat
it in the
window?
chat box.
Maybe I screwed it up. I'll try
Yeah,
again.
you actually have to drop the dice in the chat box for us to see it. There you go. Uh-oh, it's not dead. Again, I mean...
And do you want to take a move action?
Nope, I'm okay where I am.
Okay, it's gonna take a move action.
Was this a
Actually,
game I was playing where they made the house rule that bombs don't do magic damage?
no.
Good.
Had to
One of
think
the
on that
games
one
I
for a
played in,
bit.
they were like, Alchemist bombs don't do magic damage, so they can't harm incorporeal.
The poltergeist, as it's weaving in and out of existence, you suddenly see crap that's laying around the room, it starts swirling, and and there's you notice a flying object that's coming right at you, and you watch it sail right by you.
It's coming right at me. I can shoot it.
And Torin, you're up.
Alright, I also don't have much that will work on that type of a creature. I do have one bottle of holy water, since that seems to be about the only thing that's working. But did I catch from you guys that I have to be adjacent to it to be able to dump it
No.
on him?
No, you don't, but it has a range increment of 10. So you do have to be a little bit closer to hit him with it. Without getting the negatives.
How were you guys able to drop that onto him?
We all just kind of have attacks made. Just make a normal attack roll, and we'll say it's a ranged touch. Make a normal ranged attack roll, I should say. We know you only need at least 12, so if you get that or more, you're good.
He does connect, however, it goes right through the poltergeist.
Alrighty.
He went intangible. He phased out just as he tossed.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Gotta love that 50% miss chance.
It's the first time it's helped him, though.
So if bombs are magical, my bomb might conceivably damage it.
Yep.
Alright. Darius will toss, sort of draws back and pulls out one of his bombs and tosses it towards the poltergeist. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it goes right through her.
I am going to delay until after Christoph.
Oh no, I'm back. Alright, I'm gonna step in and hopefully we'll see if I can do that again. Ten.
Nope.
Bad news. You might have missed. Good news. You won't waste your charge.
Hey.
Does a 10 touch attack miss?
Yes, a 10 touch attack does miss.
Stupid poltergeist.
Alright, I'm gonna toss a bomb and use the precise bomb's discovery to avoid Villager with the explosion. Well, crap.
You missed, but it's going to blow up somewhere.
Yeah, I don't remember how you do that with
Roll a
flash
D8.
weapons.
That lands here. So it hits me and the poltergeist, and we get to make reflex saves for half damage.
Let me check precise bombs. I'm not sure if I get to choose after I throw it or if I have to choose before.
Precise bombs only works if you hit the target. If you miss, it does nothing.
Ah, all right.
It would
Sucks to be
still
you
hit
guys
Villager
then.
even if you landed it close enough to him. You're not very precise when you accidentally fumble it and throw it off to the side. Here's my reflex.
What's the DC on that?
Am I making a reflex save?
Me and the poltergeist get a reflex save. We're the only ones getting hit.
It wouldn't actually do that damage though. It would do splash damage, which is set, does it not?
Yes, it's the minimum damage, but you get a reflex to half it.
Yeah, so it's not 8. The damage isn't 8. It'll be 5 probably, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's
The
5.
D8 was he was rolling to see which square it landed in.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you both passed.
Yep. All right. So I take 2. Done.
And the poltergeist kind of just fades into nothing.
Oh, he was that close.
It was that close.
Damn.
Damn it!
Well, it was well worth going up Lonely Sword to take out the poltergeist. I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I only took 2. I'm not too worried about it. Good job.
So I'm just holding on to this lay on hands, I'm imagining, at this point.
It's just kind of there, man. Like, it's not like a spell where it's being held. You know, like it doesn't discharge till you actually touch someone and want to activate it.
Alright, I thought it did. I wasn't under that impression. Okay, great.
Now, lay on hands is very weird like that because it's a supernatural ability rather than a spell. That's a touch attack.
Okay, you have several doors in this room.
Is this chest still magic?
Yes. Forgot all about the chest.
I will re-roll my perception because I think that's probably way up there in the chat log.
Yeah, you're not seeing any type of traps and so forth.
Is it locked? Do I see a lock on it?
No, it is not locked.
I'll open it up.
Okay, and I'm going to throw all this in the party sheet.
It's actual loot? Oh my god.
Does everyone know where the party sheet's located at?
Top right hand corner. Looks like an eye with 3 people beside it.
Found it.
And then if you go to inventory, you're going to see some stuff appear. You've got some anti-plague, antitoxin, blood block, 4 potions of cure light wounds, a set of smelling salts, and 2 bottles of soothe syrup.
Anybody know what Soothe syrup is?
Based on the description, it looks like
This
it
sweet
is-
and wholesome taste in blue liquid creates a sense of warmth and comfort. And then you die.
I didn't know you could bring it up like that.
Yeah, most things will have a description like that. Some that I add occasionally won't have, but that's few and far between.
All
Sounds
right.
like a blue version of Pepto-Bismol.
I took 1 cure potion, 1 anti-plague, 1 antitoxin. That's it. And then you guys split the rest. And start grabbing stuff you want it. Doesn't matter too much right now because we can just give it to other people if they want it or need it.
Yeah, if you grab the red icon, you can drag it to the inventory on your character sheet.
And if you really just want to steal everything, hold shift while you're doing it.
Victorian, you should take one of the potions of Cure Light Wounds since you're the only person who doesn't have any self-healing.
Yet, anyway. Alright, I'll go check the next door, I guess.
Okay. I'm just gonna save a little time here. Those three doors are all the same. They are more private sleeping cells for prisoners to recover in.
I have two now that I've taken one from that.
Okay, and you are not.
I'll detect magic in those three rooms and perception check them.
Yeah, you're not detecting anything of magic or finding anything of real value in those rooms at all.
I am still keeping my eye out for some keys. But I will go check the next door then. Another perception.
Okay, it's unlocked and you're not hearing anything come from the other side of the door.
Boot to the door.
And it opens up into a long corridor. There's doors at the end and several doors along the way.
Alright, I'll check all the ones on the right.
Are those windows or doors on the right and left, the small ones?
Those are doors. Okay, Lonely Sword, the door where you're at opens up into a storeroom, a janitorial closet.
Oh, maybe there's a key in there. I will check.
And you're not finding anything.
Don't.
And the door on the other side? All right, go down first.
I was just gonna clear the right side first.
Okay, this is opens up into a stairwell leading up.
Is this one a stairwell leading down?
Yes, actually it is
They usually build those near each other. I figured that's what it was.
it is a flight of stairs that once led down, but however, you know, it's going to be a pain in the ass because it's full of rubble where part of the wall collapsed.
Alright. Check this one.
Okay. And you don't hear anything, and it opens up into a long hallway.
I'll move out and I'll look around the corner.
And I'm just going to go ahead and get ahead of the game here.
I'm going to go ahead and open the door next to me up here.
And there's a giant troll.
Guys, I gotta go AFK for 1 second.
Alright. Why did you draw a peanut?
That's a nice thing to think when you look at that.
I mean, there's lots of things it could be, I suppose. So, Torin, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. drew on the map instead of unmasking it.
Yeah, we were talking how it looks like a peanut.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go over listen to this door. And then kick it in.
You are not hearing any loud noises come from the chapel.
Apparently Torin is actually Tan's half elven.
Watch out, it's a chapel.
All right, open the door.
Okay, and the door to this room's fallen. It's pretty much ajar. Inside, you see that what once appears to have been a chapel. And inside the chapel, you see. Do I have pictures?
3
on
initiative
that?
checks.
You have 3 of these crab-like spider creatures.
Aren't all spiders kind of crab-like?
And
Some are fuzzy.
yes, if everyone would roll initiative.
They really gotta build a warm-up roll.
I so agree to that.
When you first connect to the game, just start rolling your dice then.
I'm moving right into him.
Okay, well, that's one way of doing things.
And then I will fight defensively.
I'm coming! Later.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. I would like, I think I counted it out, 5, 10, 15. Anybody know what the heck I did to my guy there?
Can you not see him?
There, I got him back. Alright. Move to there. It should be about 20 clicks. And use my bow to shoot it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna move right up in front of the archer there, and stab that crab that's 10 feet in front of me with my glaive.
All right.
That would hit, I believe. You don't have him targeted or anything, or dropping it on him, and
Oh,
you
yeah, I
do one of
forgot.
those.
Yeah.
I dropped it on him from the chat window though, so yeah, he exploded.
I was like, what the hell? Because every time I went to click on it, it moved where you applied it. uh, Okay, and you kill that one. Darius, you are up.
Darius will move into the room too, and he will. Ugh. Yeah, he'll just try to stab it with his long spear.
Okay, he's just gonna lay there on the ground and twitch. And let's see. I'll take a bite at Lonely Sword. And misses.
Don't forget to
Yeah.
do flanking.
I wonder what this one's gonna do.
Miss, hopefully.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere.
Are you 20 or 25 or 30?
20.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far then, isn't it?
Alright, so I'll get in there, making my way over.
Okay.
You could get all the way in if you just double moved.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
I am going to 5-foot step up here and get flanking if he had moved below me, which he didn't. Curse you! And then, ooh, kill this guy.
My proximity was enough. We didn't need to
Apparently
flank.
so. Well, he is a paladin. He's got the aura, you know. And Ranger, your go.
Good hit. You killed my spider. So the spider just collapses to the floor. And y'all,
Who is this a chapel to?
We haven't looked yet.
yeah, you want to roll your knowledge religion?
I'm
Sure.
also gonna do. I'm also gonna do a spellcraft and perception and take a look around the room. And I will say a quick prayer and you know, whatever. It's the things that holy people do.
Okay. You notice that it is a chapel dedicated to Pharasma. And while you're searching around the room,
Hail Marys. That's what I was trying to think of.
you do find A cabinet that is covered with webs.
Well, I got a nice sharp kukri. Slice the webs apart.
Okay, and inside the cabinet, you do find 5 vials of holy water, a scroll of lesser restoration, and a wand of cure light wounds.
Another one. Nice. How many charges did this one have?
15.
Vinegar, you should grab that one. I've already got one.
All right.
I think I already have one, don't I? Was that a different game I'm thinking of?
No, you do have it. No, it's a potion.
Did you want to hold on to it?
Do you have the stuff built for Cure Light Wound Wand?
Do I have the stuff for? Excuse me.
I'll just grab it. Now, is anybody really hurt?
I don't think anybody's really been hurt at all yet, have they?
We have damage, 2 damage, and 3 damage.
I'm gonna have to change that.
Alright, people with good dexterity grab the holy water so that you can throw it on these guys when they pop up.
I've got 4 holy water now, so I think I'm good.
Alright. I will say another Hail Mary and move on.
I took the potion. I took the potion of lesser restoration just so
It was a
everyone's alright with
scroll,
that.
wasn't it?
It was a scroll.
It says potion. That's what I moved over to my. Is that wrong?
Yes, it's actually a scroll.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use it until I have a caster level or not yet?
No,
then?
you can use scrolls just fine.
Okay, just making sure.
They're actually made an FAQ about rangers and paladins and whether or not they could use spell completion items, and they can.
I was just wondering until you have a caster level. That was alright. That's cool.
Yep, no, you're good, man.
Okay.
Check this door.
Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You're not hearing anything.
I will hastily kick it in before my group gets here.
And you manage to kick the door down. This chamber is in shambles. You see old wooden benches lying in ruins along the walls. You see rusty chains and bits of rotten rope lying scattered on the floor.
Well, my favorite thing to do: detect magic, perception, search the room.
Detect evil.
Are
He's detecting magic.
are you doing that from outside?
Yes, right where I am.
I'll wait till he does that before I move in.
Let's see, can I get everybody else to make a perception check?
Do you need another one from me, or is that good?
No, you're good.
I roll so many.
Okay. You see, rising up off the floor, the set of manacles, and I mean they're just floating and appear to be coming towards you. It's just like, like something invisible is carrying these manacles.
That you is who? Me?
Lonely Sword would be in the door first.
Okay.
Does he detect any evil from them?
Perhaps the wall was kind of blocking me. I think that's why I asked if I was standing there.
No, you do not detect any evil.
I'm throwing a bomb at them.
Well, that's one way to open the fight.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
I don't know what they are, but it's definitely not good.
I want to roll diplomacy. Hello, manacles. We are friendly. And then a bomb comes flying over my head.
Okay, Darius, you're up again.
We have people with some really remarkably good initiative here.
I got lucky.
Is there? Can I get through the door? Otherwise, I'll just hold my action for the time being. Actually,
Yeah, if no one's purposely blocking your way, I'll let you fit through.
no. Actually, I'll hold my action until. Yeah, I'll hold my action until the end.
Someone saw the manacles were after them. Oh, hello, animated object.
Okay. These manacles come toward you and they try to slam into you and grab a hold of you.
You don't say.
And they miss.
Okay, I'm gonna try to grab them and drag them away from Lonely Sword. Can I grab them and move past Lonely Sword into the room if I grab them? Or are they like in the way?
Yeah, they're floating. You should be able to grab and pull.
Can I stand there? Is that or
Yeah, you'd have to go there.
okay.
And you managed to grab a hold of them.
Do they count as being grappled now?
I'm hoping something. I'm trying to hold them out so, they stop going after other people. I have them now. Now what?
You're not trapped in here with us. Or we're not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with us.
All right, well, if he's grappling them, I'm not going to throw a bomb. That seems like a bad idea.
Oh, wow, that'd be fun.
Did you want to come back in anytime here, Darius?
If they're
No, I said I was waiting until the end.
they're not ethereal, so I'll just take a swing at them. I'll use power attack.
You'll have to swing through me. Unless you're
Stab him
moving
in the
into the room.
chest.
I think I can. I have reach.
Yeah, but I'm giving them cover. Unfortunately, he'll get a -4.
Yeah, all right. I'll take the -4. What the heck?
There's a feat for that. It's called phalanx formation, I believe. Lets you swing through your ally squares with a reach weapon.
So it's actually 14, not 18.
There's a 14 hit GM.
Hey, can you hear me?
Now,
Shit. Sorry, I got lost. No, a 14 does not hit.
Okay.
You want to make a move action?
Yeah, I guess I'll get out of the way.
Well, shoot. Any suggestions or ideas?
well, shoot them with your bow.
I've seen
Is
this
he still
YouTube video. What could go wrong?
Is he still? They're still being grappled, right?
Yep, I got him.
All right. That sounds to me like I've got to say somebody hold my beer first. So we'll give it a whirl.
You also got to shoot through me like he did with his reach weapon, unless you have the trait for it.
I do have precise shot, so it should be all right. I think.
No, there's a
No.
no. That's only shooting into combat.
You won't get
It
me.
doesn't stop cover.
Cool.
The one that you want that
You need
stops cover
point-blank
is
shot.
improved precise shot, which is level 11 or level 6 if you're a ranger.
Well, I should be able to take a 5-foot step and then shoot. I would think, right?
Depends how big the door is, I guess. DM?
Yeah, I'll let you have it without cover.
You're too much of a pushover, Winter. I would have given him a -10. Ah, it's my turn, is it?
Do you
All right.
do you want to see if that miss hit anybody else, or are we just gonna say it missed wide to the left?
That's not.
Yeah, it missed wide.
I don't think Pathfinder has rules for attacks hitting other people if you miss.
Now, I do have critical
Um,
hit tables and fumble tables that I can turn on.
No, I hate that shit.
Always just show your weapon.
Well, I mean, everyone just gets an 18 to 20 crit weapon and improved critical, and then we're the ones rolling the crits every swing. I hate that shit. Anyways, I can move through them just fine, can I?
Yeah, you're able to move around them.
All right, I'll jump over to the other side of him, give my fellow some room here to hit, and I will take a swing at him. What a waste. I killed the deadly manacles. Feel safe, my friends.
Good catch.
I'm also going to pick them up and put them in my backpack.
Yeah, I'll drop the. Well, I'll give him the remnants, I guess, instead of dropping them.
Okay.
Detect magic, search the room.
Okay, you find just a little bit of clutter, but there's nothing magical or of any interest really in this room. Oh, which room do you want to go to next?
Lonely Sword, do you want to go north or south, or take the west hallway?
I was packing up my work stuff. I gave you guys a chance to take control. Now we're going this way.
Did we search the 3 little antechambers off of the infirmary?
Yep, they were just.
Yeah.
There was nothing on them.
All right, I'll search this door and listen.
Okay. You don't detect, you don't hear anything coming from inside the room, nor are you finding any traps.
Can you guess what I'm gonna do now?
Search the room.
Detect magic. Search the room.
Give me just a second. Apparently I have to turn a library on.
Hopefully, so that he can find our loot.
Yes, that's why. So I can find your loot. Okay, as you're not detecting any magic, and from the doorway, you see 4 branding irons.
For what?
Branding irons for like cattle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I misheard you.
Or, prisoners.
Yes.
Hey man, to each their own. Whatever you like. Any
And
magic? Oh,
they,
they're alive.
yeah, they start coming up off the ground. And roll for initiative.
Oh, it's gonna be like that.
I'm gonna be paranoid about every soup spoon I come across for the rest of my career.
Why do I have a -2 on that?
I only see a -1.
Finally fixed the issues in importing.
Okay.
You have grappled on you, Vidiger.
Oh, all right.
So your initiative should be 2 higher. Now you have 2 grapples on you.
Okay, that did not work.
DM, help!
Sorry.
How do I get those grapples off?
Du-du-du-du-du.
Thank you.
And his initiative should be 10 instead of 8.
Yeah. Not a huge difference, but.
Okay.
Alright, I will step forward, fight defensively, and do
I
my
have
best
to
to block
AFK
the
for
door.
1 second, so I'll be right back. I'll try to be back before my turn.
And I'm going to do my best that I can to block the door so they can't just walk past me. And I will take a swing. Ooh.
Yeah, that missed.
And Garrus will step forward and he will lob one of his bombs over Lonely Sword.
You fumble and hit him in the back of the head.
I was seriously just thinking, man, she's gonna smoke me back in the head.
Well, actually, I'm going to make it look like an accident, but then I'm going to dump my acid bomb, down the back of his armor.
Just open the flask up and dump it right on top of me. Ooh. Lands in that square.
So Ghost Brand 4 needs to make a save.
Yeah, it needs a reflex save.
Round 4. And he succeeded.
Oh, then I don't know why I did the 5 acid. Normally
He takes 2.
No, but it did the full damage to him. It should have only done half if he succeeded.
There's nothing in Fantasy Grounds that connects that successful saving throw to the damage you're about to deal.
There isn't 5e.
Yeah, there isn't in Pathfinder yet. They don't have that stuff coded properly.
Yeah.
You'll have to use the modifiers box to do half. Do you know where that is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Turn Dare's right backside, right side up, maybe.
Oh, sorry. And the other thing Darius would have done was he would have backed up after he tossed his bomb.
You wouldn't be able to. You moved in to shoot it.
Oh, you can't. If I didn't use my full movement, you only have to do one than the other.
You get one move. If you do something after that, your move's gone. All of it.
Okay, in that case, you would have taken a 5-foot step. Oh, it's still okay.
And you still wouldn't be able to move afterwards. Big differences between Pathfinder and 5e for that stuff. That's right. So what are you doing there, ghostly brain? You coming for me? Bring it. Bring it. I'm ready for you. Still got the peanut drawn on the map.
Give me just a second. Having to edit an entry. Four freaking times. Okay, brand number 3. Is gonna come up and it's gonna take a swipe at you.
If there is much.
And yeah, it misses.
6 not gonna cut it.
Torin, as far as picking up fired weapons, I just assume you always have enough ammunition with you, and you don't have to keep track of your arrow expenditures.
What about unique
Oh,
special
I like
arrows?
you a lot.
Just tell them that you're using plus 10 durable adamantine arrows.
Nope, I know
With-
better than that.
With Ghost
There
Touch.
we go. I like that idea too.
With Ghost Touch.
He said you have unlimited ammo. Never said it had to be the basic kind.
And you're up, Torn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can get in there and actually do any good.
Well, you can shoot just fine from where you are with cover, but you won't be able to get away from the cover, that's for sure.
Yeah. It is probably almost line of sight there with brand number 3. What do you think, DM? How many penalties for going through cover from there?
Cover doesn't stack. It's just cover.
Yeah, we'll just make it cover. Do you know about the modifiers box in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I just clicked cover. Do I need to drag it anywhere or just click it?
Just
Nope, just click it.
Okay.
You hit on
and
10.
you hit. Yay!
I'll be darned. I was not expecting that. Cool.
Wow. They have really low AC. That means my 6 would have hit if I didn't fight defensively. Damn it.
Sweet.
And number 4 is going to come up. And it swings and misses.
Vinegar, you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Your turn, bro.
And how awful. Okay. Alright, that is totally locked up right there.
You can probably get into this square here, but you'll provoke the 2 guys that are standing beside me.
Winter, can I get there?
Yeah, you can, but you're going to open yourself up.
That's true. Alright, I'm gonna step behind. I'm gonna step behind Darius, pull a dagger, and throw it at the one in front of Lonely Sword. Not my best move. And I'm gonna have cover 2 problems, right?
Yes.
That did not work.
No, that did not.
Oh, alright, I see what happened there. That went slightly awry. I tried to change the attack to ranged, and I thought it would switch stats automatically.
I'm sorry, Winter. If you can send me that link again.
Alright, I'm +2 to attack. And then -4, right? So 12.
And yeah, I believe the 12 hits.
Okay, 1d4 and add 3. 4 points of damage.
What are you hitting them with?
A dagger.
He threw a dagger.
Oh.
And you're throwing at number 1, right?
Yes.
I honestly don't think there's anything productive I can do. So I'm just going to delay. And probably not go at all.
Oh, well, it depends. Could you not? I guess it depends on the idea of the door, whether you could, move up a square and lob a bomb over Lonely Sword's head.
I probably could, but with the concealment, I think my chances of hitting Lonely Sword are about as good as my chances of hitting any of the creatures.
I know, they seem like they're really low AC, man. I think you can do it.
All right, hey, he's giving me approval. Then yeah, I'll move up and chuck a bomb.
I would also actually, if I was you, I would just aim for this square right here and hit them all with the splash damage. You'd probably kill 2 of them,
So
and
I guess I can
it's
move
only
to
an AC
there.
5 to hit a floor.
All right, we'll try it that way.
Sounds good.
I'm going to bomb an open square and hope for splash damage. AC 5.
Can you even miss?
Yeah, if he rolls a 2 or a 1.
No, one would have.
Or a 1, yeah. Alright, I'll roll my reflex.
Well, he is precise bomb. He can exclude you.
Yeah, so I exclude you from it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And so I hit all 3 of the other brands for 5 damage.
Well, depending on
Do you
their
have your bombs built as a spell so that you can click them all and roll the reflex saves for them?
I don't have them built as a spell, but that's a good idea. I have them built as an attack. I should do that.
Yeah, because if you build it as a spell, you can put the reflex save in there for half damage on the splash.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that.
And you killed all 3 of them.
You killed them all.
I will scoop them all up and throw them in my backpack. And
Can I just look at one and see, is the brand a particular symbol? Or I'll ask you, Lonely Sword, like, do you see anything, is there anything on it specific?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
have to look at it. Do I recognize the symbol that's on it?
you recognize it as pretty much what you would believe is the logo to the prison.
Ah, makes sense. All right, I'm going to do detect magic, search the room, and head to work. And you guys keep going without me.
Yeah,
He's
sounds
gone.
do you mind if we take 10 here? Take 5, take 10?
That works.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I'm
Cool
assuming we'll
beans.
come back and all the brands reanimated and the Lonely Sword will just be stamped with H's all over them.
A big one right on the front of his mask.
User disconnected from your channel.
See you in a few minutes, guys.
Drifter, you're all set?
Yeah, I had issues with exporting and basically admin mode fucked me. I didn't have it enabled. I wonder why I didn't do it. Then again, when I did finally import it into Fantasy Ground, I couldn't edit or save anything because that too wasn't in the admin mode.
Yeah, the transfer from Hero Labs doesn't work perfectly either.
Yeah, that's why I had to edit some of the stuff. I picked something simple. I was gonna go with the castle, but just traditional Zen Archer with basic monk.
All right, so I'm trying to create these bombs as a spell, and I haven't ever created a damage spell before, only effects. Do I just go into add damage?
You go to the action and you just go ahead and start adding dice to it, and then you can do different modifiers based on what you need.
I'm just not seeing where to add in a saving throw.
For the bombs, I did 2 different things for the bombs. I did my standard bomb up under weapons, and I just set it up with, whatever the damage and your +2 attacks, and then I did the splash damage separately as a special effect. So I have like a special effect labeled bomb splash damage, and I've set it up where, so it's like a spell-like effect type thing. I basically
You can all place underneath the same category too, which is kind of neat.
All right, I'll play with it, see if I can figure it out.
I did the same thing for doing a shove mechanic. Just basically allow me to do the save and whatnot.
I figured out how to add the damage, I just can't figure out where I set a saving throw.
You just click that little magnifying glass underneath the spell, and it's the DC save. It's right next to the dice. You see it?
Not yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Oh, so what's everybody playing as?
I'm the paladin.
Yeah, I have a good paladin pathfinder.
Undead Scourge. Although I don't seem to be that much of a Scourge to Poltergeist. That might just
No.
like to touch them.
Don't worry, I don't get most of my good abilities until level 3. I'm basically well, I do decent damage, but I don't hit as often as I would like, and my AC sucks until next level.
I don't think anybody ever hits as often as they like.
Well, at least I get 2 attacks all the time.
That works.
Yeah, originally I was going to use my old build, which was the Zen Archer with the Unchained Monk, but I'm not too sure that it's society sanctioned. So I just went with a regular monk with Zen Archer from the advanced playbook.
So we're gonna have a lot of arrows flying over our heads.
Oh yeah, lots. And we got meat shield, so that's all good.
I always love that adjective, meat shield.
All right, I see we have a new character.
Mini arrows.
Okay, I think I got it figured out.
Okay, we'll get started here in just a minute or two.
Oops, my bad. Wrong thing.
Okay, who's not back?
Well, Vok is probably in transit still.
Other than Bach.
Darius is back.
That gives me plenty of time to load the combat tracker.
We're not fighting anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do.
Just saying.
User joined your channel.
Ooh, it's nasty out here.
Weather's bad up by you?
Yeah, apparently it's been snowing for the last 5 hours, so it was quite a bit longer than usual to get to work.
Hmm.
I had to clean off my car and everything. Share the map for me, please.
Yeah.
Is everybody here? Did Ozzy get in?
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, well, let's get started. Ozzy is yet another one who was late to the party. And he got informed by Kendra where you all were at and told him the story. And if you guys would like to do a little more formal character introduction now, you can.
Ozzy, what do you think of this place? We're gonna make it a summer home.
You just have to add a couple more events and you'd be set.
Greetings. Looks like it's been a more popular prison than last half century or so.
A few cobwebs here and there.
I find it light and cheery. It's basically like Beauty and the Beast. Everything in here keeps coming alive and trying to show us a good time.
They keep dancing.
Where do you
Okay.
both hail from?
Would y'all like to tell them what your characters look like?
Short dwarf, black beard. He's got a little smaller cape, has a big long bow. Has many quivels of different types of arrows in his back. And yeah, that's it.
And Torin, would you like to give a description as well?
Oh, let's see. I'm just a half-elf ranger. Really red hair, reddish brown hair and beard to try and cover up the elven ancestry with the place of where we're at in Ustalev. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot yet. I've got a hatred of undead. I don't quite have that filled in yet to tell you as to why, although I'm definitely can tell you it was something to do when I was growing up. That's about all I got right now.
He's Tanis Half-Elven. Can't you tell?
Apparently.
Well, the dwarf is the most killed character in movies, so that's not good.
No, it's the humans. It's always the humans.
It's true. Humans are definitely the most killed characters in movies.
Have you not watched Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah, but the picture he's using looks like the guy from
Game
There
of
aren't-
Thrones.
Lord of the Rings.
There aren't any other
It's actually
races
Game of
in
Thrones.
Alien vs. Predator.
It's what?
Game of Thrones.
There's
Remember
aliens
the
and
father of the
predators.
dad?
Right. But that actor is the most killed character in movies.
Oh yeah, no. He is actually only lived in one movie. One movie in his whole career.
He's also the only person that's been killed by the Predator, the aliens, and Terminator.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Interesting choice.
I'm just saying, I have like a 12 AC until next level, then it shoots up to like a 19 or 20.
Alright, well, my character is Lonely Sword. I'm also known as Vok in TeamSpeak, if you're wondering who this is that's speaking. My character wears a mask, and his real name is obviously not Lonely Sword. That's not what my mother named me. Many years ago, well, not too many, but a couple years ago, I lost my hand saving the professor's life. And I worship the goddess Arshia, the goddess of physical perfection and beauty. And since I lost my hand, I am wearing the mask and changed my name in penance until I get it replaced. That's it.
We just met in a haunted castle, and I just look like I look, wearing armor. A little young,
Shiny
a little
powder.
pretty.
Yeah, just remember, we're in jail. He's the pretty boy.
Okay, Lonely Sword.
Trip him and run.
This door is locked. However, the door itself is very rotten. And you could probably bash
Boot to
it
the door.
down with no problem.
Boot to the door.
Boot to the head.
Okay, you managed to kick the door down, and you see tangled mounds of moth-eaten fabric sit on several wooden tables. Each are surrounded by workbenches. You see various sewing tools, shears, needles, rolls of thread, chalk, and other objects are scattered all over the floor, while
Oh, great. So all the needles are going to come to life. That won't be painful.
you do see what looks to be the arm of a skeleton protruding out of a heap of fabric right there.
Okay. I'm going to look back at the group and say, Dogwile?
What?
I say we just set it all on fire.
All right, I'm going to do detect magic and just scan the room, see if any of these objects actually are animated.
No, you are not detecting any magic.
That's good.
Detecting evil?
All you're sensing is evil.
No, you are not detecting any evil spirits.
It doesn't detect evil spirits now. Come on.
All right, I guess we're gonna look around.
All right, I'll go in and search the room. Specifically that skeleton, because I'm curious.
Okay. Underneath some of the garments, the heaps of fabric, you do indeed see a skeleton of a woman. She's wearing a dress and so forth. And as you uncover her, this ghost manifests itself right above you.
Oh, hello there.
And
Hello there, pretty lady. This wouldn't have to happen to be your corpse, would it?
let's see. You can tell just by looking at her that, she appears to uh, be in a state of grieving. And she's just kind of hanging there, just looking around the room.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Why are you here?
We're exercising the building. What needs to be done for you to be put to rest, my lady?
I am the warden's wife. We died here in the fire.
V. Have her name.
Oh, and
Sariana Hawkrin.
Yes, that is my name. Oh, sorry. I need to give you guys a token.
Why did you not depart this plane when you died?
I long for my husband.
And
Have you
he
been to the
couldn't
User
town?
find-
disconnected from your channel.
Was it that somebody that had to go?
No,
I don't know.
just dropped out momentarily, I'd say. Um, no, unfortunately, my spirit is trapped in this room where I died.
Why would someone put a monument in town had the first letter of your name? You're the only person we've seen with a V. Why would someone paint your name in the town? Paint the first letter of your name in the town? It has to be you. They did it on the monument of Harrowstone.
Well, it doesn't have to be. There'll be other people with a V name.
It could
Does
be.
make some sense, but
Let's see what I'm gonna tell you.
A large amount of coincidence stops being coincidence.
User joined your channel.
Someone's back.
Yes, I am unable to leave the confines of this room where I died. I want an apology and I want closure for my husband's death. And um, I don't know who would write the letter V on the memorial. I do know that not long ago, men and women in dark robes who spoke only in whispers come to the prison, and from my window I could see them working strange magic around the building's foundations. And she's also witnessed the tragic end of the professor.
can you tell us who or what happened to him specifically?
He was slain by foul magic wielded by the leader of the Black Villain Robes. Of the Black Robe Villain, sorry. um, it was a thin, gray-scared human who wore a bone breastplate and carried a black staff capped with a skull gagged by a black cloth.
And do we recognize that sort of symbology, or?
It's nothing that you've encountered.
Okay.
Who do you need
And
this apology from to be at rest?
um, I think if I had an object from my husband, I would be able to pass on into the other world.
Do you know where your husband passed on? Like specifically, we were told he died here in the fire, but do you have any idea where he was?
Um, when everything broke out, the guards brought me and locked me in this room to protect me. As far as I know, my husband was fighting down in the lower level of the dungeon.
We will find something of his and bring it back to you.
She does warn you that the prison, she's not the only ghost here, and 5 of them are extremely dangerous.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch already.
Does she have any idea? Does she know anything more about those 5 ghosts?
She can tell. She tells you basically what you know. Yeah, I'm gonna retcon here for just a minute. When you mentioned her name being spelled out, she kind of nods grimly and says that one of the ghosts of the prisoners, the Splatter Man, is slowly eating away at her resolve. And she thinks that, you know, if he's spelling out her name, which is generally his MO, he would taunt the victims by slowly spelling out their name, and when he was done, he would kill them. You know, she knows that once her name is spelled out, that she will probably be destroyed.
Wait, though. You can't leave here. You're saying if this is one of the ghosts from here, it can.
Or it has, he's managed to influence people who are doing it for him.
Perhaps he's working with these black-robed villains. She described it.
Yeah, she tells you that the prisoners were housed at several different locations above, upstairs, and downstairs. She's not sure where the 5 dangerous ones truly were kept.
Is there any other knowledge that could help us that comes to mind?
I have a question actually specifically. Do you know anything about the lockbox? What is it? Wasn't a lockbox, was it? It was a safe. It was a safe that was locked, right?
Oh, in the office, right?
Yeah, and the room that's locked that we couldn't get into.
Let's see. Yeah, the room you couldn't get into is the property room. And she says the only safe that she knows about, or that she herself is aware of, was the one in her husband's office.
Yes, that one. How do you open it?
My husband had the key.
Alright. How do you open the property room?
I would say my husband also had the key.
Okay. Alright, well, we will find a piece of your husband and bring it back to you so that you may rest. Good day.
She wants something of her husband's. If we bring him back her severed hand, she might not be thrilled with us.
I doubt there's a whole severed hand left, just the skeletal remains.
Yeah, and as she's leaving, she's like, if you manage to defeat the 5 ghosts, I should be able to exorcise the prison of all of its negative influences.
Oh, well, that's useful. Thank you. Goodbye, have a pleasant day. I'll close the door.
With the rest of us still in there?
Yep. You guys can have a tea party with her.
Rude.
She
And
seems rather
these
friendly.
these long tendrils start forming out of her body, and they rip the rest of the party to shreds.
Oh, I think we should all get
Damn it.
rewarded actually while he's left and doesn't get anything.
Only Villager's still in there. He's
Well,
the one who gets
this
ripped up.
tail has to, reroll.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna walk up to her face to face and promise to free her before I leave.
And you're doing what?
I just walked up to her. Close. And promised to free her.
Real close.
Pretty close, but not romantically close. She's married.
She
Okay.
graduated.
She's not
Nice
married
to
anymore.
makeup levels.
If she wasn't married, you were going to get romantically close.
Oh, of course.
I hear paladins like undead. They're easy to kill.
They slay them. In more ways than one.
All right, this door is unlocked. And
I will open it. Take a look inside.
okay, you see several rusty iron tubs in this room. You see washboards, metal buckets, and there's heaps of molding, rotten clothing.
A laundry room. These fiends.
Detect magic and perception.
Detect evil while he's looking.
Laundry day.
You're not detecting the presence of any evil, and you're not detecting any magic.
Nothing in the room at all?
Other than moldy laundry.
Alright, move on to the next door.
You just walked through a wall.
Hey, I'm watching everybody do it. I'm not the only one.
And I so love this map. This is another privy.
Jesus Christ, this whole floor is just bathrooms and laundry. Well, I'll detect magic, just in case.
How do you rotate somebody?
Most wheel.
We'll let Lonely Sword take a real close look in there.
Swirly.
Alright, well, that seems like it's it for this floor, fellas. It sounds like there's quite a scary bunch downstairs, so let's clear upstairs first, just in case they try to flank us.
Well, she said some of these dastardly 5 were on above and below, so.
Yeah, but still, there's at least workable stairs going up as opposed to having to lower ourselves into a pit. It'll
Yeah.
be
Well,
much
granted,
easier.
leaving the upstairs will be much easier than leaving below.
Exactly.
What time is it now? I really don't want to spend the night in this place.
It should just be like noon.
Probably late in the afternoon, I think, by now.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably 3 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're fine.
But I agree. I think we should sort of explore the upstairs until sunset and then clear out of here.
True enough.
Okay. And you climb the stairs, and it's on the same map, but you're in the top right-hand corner of the map.
I'm stealthily listening at the door.
Okay. Let me get mine adjusted. Okay, you are not hearing anything at the door. And the door is unlocked.
Is there a peephole? I'm gonna look through.
From what you can see, you're looking at a across the hall is a brick wall.
Fascinating. I'll open the door.
Yeah.
And I will step out and see if anything attacks me. Vinegar, not to be outdone, sprinted out.
I just went to the far wall.
Oh, what is Ozzy? What are you? I don't know what your character is.
Zen Archer. It's a monk archetype.
Ah, you're the guy that wanted to play that third party one.
Yeah, I just made the basic one. I wasn't sure if the rules was sanctioned or not for the Uncharted. Unchained, I mean.
Our group is now 2 archers, 2 alchemists, and 2 melee.
One of the alchemists, melee.
We like the buddy system.
We apparently don't like arcane casters, however.
Yeah, I was about to say I was gonna be a caster, but my character got eaten.
Alright, I will move up here, take a look around. I'm gonna turn on detect magic for this whole place. Just walking around looking.
Okay, give me just a second and okay, what you're saying to your right is wooden benches. They're now stacked in a jumble and others are overturned. The entire east wall has been weakened by fire and it has collapsed away. You can see because of the collapse, there's now a small entryway to a wooden deck outside of the building. And you can actually see the lake beyond, and it'd be kind of beautiful if the silence wasn't so eerie.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here to this door.
Okay, as you get about right there, roll a perception check. And above in the rafters, you can
More
see
Sturges.
3 more Sturges. And roll for initiative.
Man, my initiative rolls suck tonight.
Looks like we might get use out of that lesser restoration scroll after all.
Damn!
Archers at the ready. Shoot.
Shoot to kill.
Right after one tries to eat us.
Is whose turn is it right now? Scourges or
Stirred.
I love the taste of the lonely sword. What is that shadow dice rolling?
I thought I was supposed to do it there.
What, did you roll them in the tower?
Yeah.
I think I get an attack of opportunity when Sturge 2 attacks Lonely Sword or Ozzy.
I think Ozzy gets an attack with the opportunity against himself for shooting while he's in melee.
Nice. Is it? I guess I got one. Oh, forgot.
Do you have something to stop provoking from shooting while you're in melee?
Next level gives me
I mean, right now. You just shot while you were standing right beside a guy.
no, I got point blank.
That doesn't do anything.
Oh wait, I get point blank. That's the next level. Yeah, but like yeah. Because I get attack of opportunity as I'm attacking the same creature.
Mm-hmm. If you shoot
Alright,
while you're in melee,
I
they
know.
provoke. They hit you before you hit them.
Darius will. Yeah, Darius is going to postpone until after Torian.
Kristoff is going to postpone until a Sturge comes into melee range.
Okay.
Do you mean postpone or ready in attack?
Ready in attack, sorry, for when a Sturge comes into melee range.
Oh, he's going for you apparently.
He gets an attack of opportunity going through Lonely Sword though.
I haven't acted yet. I'm flat-footed.
Then forgot.
Do I
So-
get to go since I moved into melee range?
Yeah.
How do we do that then? Do you move the turn to his?
Kristoff just swings an attack at the guy and changes his
Yeah.
initiative.
Well, that ain't gonna do it.
Which doesn't really change his initiative because he's the same.
Okay. You don't flank yet because you haven't gone, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But would it?
Yeah.
I won't get into next level. Damn it. Obviously, flank would have helped on that one.
All right.
Pass the turn if you're done.
This deal.
Oh. All right. Oh, I still have cover up. Damn it. All right. All right. No problem.
Now you get flank.
I'll move over to here.
Torin, you're up.
Winter, I kind of feel like you
Sorry
might be
about that.
muted. I haven't heard you speak in about 5 minutes now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Torin, you're up.
You didn't speak a single word this entire combat, if you're wondering.
Just one question. It said I have a cover -4 on that attack.
You probably didn't take your modifier off from the last fight with the brands.
I went to it. It wasn't there, but all right.
And you got a hit. Ouch.
Down with Sturges.
Okay, you have managed to defeat the evil Sturges.
Hey now, Sturges are not evil. They're neutral. I think.
Probably depends on whether they're being controlled by an evil ghost or not.
Okay, you are not hearing anything, and the door is unlocked.
Open her up. Ah, more furnace? Is that what it is?
Actually,
It's
that's a
scrappy.
big fireplace. You have discovered the kitchen, and everything is burnt and blackened.
Detect magic.
You are detecting none.
Search for loot.
Perception check if anything of worth or anything around.
Yeah, there's nothing of any value whatsoever left in the kitchen.
Alright, I'm gonna move it down to this door if I can.
And it opens up into a little pantry. And
Detect magic.
you're not
Perception.
detecting any magic. You notice that what food was stored in there has been picked apart and eaten by rats.
Alright, I'll head back out and say there's nothing in here, guys. Let's move on. That's a tiny room.
Yes, it's like a little closet storeroom.
Detect magic.
No magic.
Well, continue onwards.
Okay, as you walk down, you do see a guard area is blocked from the cell block by an arc of iron bars. You do see an old wooden table and a few chairs.
Alright, I'm gonna check this door.
There are doors behind there as well. Okay. That door opens up into a small cell block. Small cell. There's a single bed. And just to speed things up.
Detect magic, all the rooms.
In the majority of the cells, you are finding prisoner skeletons. But they are not undead.
No magic?
No magic. And the door to the guard post right there where you're at, Lonely Sword, is locked.
What, this one?
That door right there.
Oh. Who's the lockpicker? Wanna try this?
I can try to pick it.
Yeah, and you managed to pick the lock.
I will step aside.
Okay, like I said, there's an old wooden table and a couple of chairs. There are 2 doors to the south of you.
I say we finish checking the hallway stuff.
Didn't she get it? Or he?
What are y'all doing?
Check the hallway already, I believe.
Yeah, all those are empty cells. A few of them have dead bodies in them,
All right.
Okay.
or skeletons.
Do you mean the other hallways that we haven't searched yet, or were you talking about just this hallway behind us?
Behind us.
Oh, okay. All right. Door's open, right?
Yes.
Lonely said you want to check each door?
Yep.
Okay, you're not detecting any traps or any sounds. And these 2 doors open up onto a balcony which has been partially collapsed. And you got a pretty decent view of the actual grounds of the prison.
Do some detect magic out here, see if there's anything.
No, you're not detecting any.
Alright, let's just search around the room then.
Check the desk, I guess.
Yeah.
You find some scraps of paper and so forth, but you know, it really looks like it's betting slips where the guards would wager while they played cards and so forth, but nothing of any value.
All right. Guess we should move on out of here then.
Pick a door, any door.
Alright, go over here.
Ozzy, the view is nice, but
Okay.
I
Got
don't want
distracted.
I don't want what befell the doctor happening to you.
What happened to the doctor?
A gargoyle fell on his head, they said.
Okay. This opens up into a rather spacious cell. You see a skeletal body dressed in the rotting remains of a prisoner's robe, slumped against the eastern wall. And um,
Farther in the cell?
yes. You see, he's laying there in his robes and so forth. He's slumped against the wall. He's been wrapped on numerous chains, of which you see weights emblazoned with several different holy symbols.
Oh, the
And
charlatan.
yes, as you enter the room,
Nobody entered anything yet.
What do you want to do?
Detect evil.
Perception.
Yes, you are detecting evil coming from the father. And
Are we doing initiative yet, or can I cast a spell first?
yeah, you can go ahead. You see this ghost starting to rise up out of the father's figure, and that's an image of what you see.
I say we
Oh,
just
he
shut
doesn't
holy
look so
water at
bad that way.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Keep
Oops,
getting
shit, I
21.
hit it. I hit it twice. Can you change mine?
Yeah, to 12.
You're being way too easy on him.
Wait, does that mean I can just keep rolling then? Because I'll keep rolling until I get a better roll.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
Okay, Father Charlatan moves toward the door by taking a 5-foot step. And Ozzy, you are up.
Alright. Do I have sight from my location?
Probably not.
What would be the best location for me then? Over here?
Yeah, from there you'd be able to see it.
Alright. Then I'll take a standard attack.
He heard it?
Let's see. What?
Is this guy not incorporeal?
Roll percentile dice.
Okay. Find which one it is.
Right click on the D10. And no, you did not hit it.
So these guys have some special effect that gives them, concealment or whatever?
With incorporeal, they're phasing in and out of existence, and you get a 50% chance to miss.
No, you don't. You get a 50% chance whether you land a spell effect on them or not. It's nothing to do with attack rolls.
Plus, magical weapons do that.
And only magical weapons can harm them.
That is a problem. It's only the person who casts magic weapon can attack.
Yeah, do we have those, someone kept those arrows?
I got cold iron if that would help me land, but I don't have a magic weapon.
That'd be nice.
Let's see.
Anyone got a wand of magic weapon?
Yeah, for spells and effects such as magic missiles affect a creature normally.
Yeah, you need magic weapons, and spells and effects that do not cause damage only have a 50% chance of affecting an incorporeal creature. But they don't have concealment, I don't think.
Yeah, but enemies have total concealment 50%.
Are you talking about the one in the second paragraph there?
Let's see, I'll send you a link where I'm at.
Yeah, it looks like
It can sense people even if they're invisible, but it still gets the 50% miss chance.
Yeah, it gets a miss
That's the only
chance.
thing I see in there about that. That means that if we're invisible, we get a 50% miss chance against his attacks.
Okay, sorry, read that wrong. So
but
yeah,
it looks like holy water can affect them though.
yes,
of
holy
course.
water can.
Well, there's no 50% miss chance against normal attacks.
Right.
It's a 0% success for normal attacks. So
Unless you have a magical weapon.
Magic weapon.
Right.
Which is why we have two alchemists. Get in there, bombs. And everyone probably has holy water by now. So you can throw holy water at them.
Except for me.
Yeah, I got one.
Everybody bogarted the space around the door. The alchemist can't get in there.
You're throwing stuff. Throw it over me.
My time's not over. 5 step.
One thing to keep in mind when you're using holy water, though, too, is that it's an improvised throwing weapon, so you take penalties.
Not alchemists.
No, not alchemists, but that's because we have a.
All right.
Holy water has throw built into it.
I read somewhere that holy water does not. It's an improvised throwing weapon. Maybe that's where someone got the impression that you had to walk up to it and pour it on them.
Holy water. Holy water deals damage to undead and evil outsiders, almost as if it were acid. A hot flask of holy water can be thrown as a splash weapon. Treat this as a ranged attack with a range increment of 10.
Resisted.
A flask breaks if thrown against the body of a corporeal creature, but to use it against an incorporeal, you must open the flask and pour it onto them. Thus, you can dose an incorporeal with holy water only if you are adjacent to it. Doing so is still a ranged attached attack, but it does not provoke. So it's good to read stuff every now and then, apparently.
So did he resist my bomb, or did he get?
You don't have any damage types typed into your bomb. It's untyped. You have to put fire and magic.
I applied the damage.
And it should still only be half damage.
Yeah.
I applied half damage.
Yeah, incorporeal creatures are very ruly. There's so many rules for them.
They're a bitch for low levels.
Yep. Very annoying at low levels.
Okay. Darius, you're up.
I don't know if I can move any closer than that and still be able to target him. Am I not going to have to lob him here, or can I go up to beside the door like Crystal?
Yeah, there's not a good way for you to get to the door.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could just walk through me. But then you'd be up front.
Yeah, probably not for long, though.
We just fought a group of red caps in my Saturday game.
We killed them all in one
They,
hit.
to me, are the worst thing to fight,
We slaughtered them.
especially when they swarm you.
Well, I mean, we're level 14 in my Saturday game, so it wasn't much of a fight.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, these are CR6, but yeah, that's still pretty beefy, though.
There you go.
Your bomb shouldn't be doing 2D yet, should they? It doesn't matter. But
No, you're right. I entered that wrong. I think that was a typo. Thanks for catching it.
because I thought I didn't get it until a certain level.
Yeah, it's third level, not second.
I'm going to move in and attack. Ugh, poor
No
damage.
percentile?
Stupid ones on the dice.
Gotta love the ones.
If you're the GM, sure.
So did I understand that right? Do holy water, we gotta be adjacent to them and pour it on them?
For incorporeal creatures, yes, because it has to break open because it's a glass flask.
Well, so it just goes right through them.
Which makes
Unless
sense,
they're
I
like-
guess.
Unless they're like halfway through the floor or something like that, then breaking onto the floor might hit the creature.
Is there enough room to slide by Lonely Sword there to get to adjacent?
Yes, there is.
You might want to double check my movement, but I think it puts me right at 30 if I counted right.
You
Yeah,
will
you're
provoke in there, though.
And yes, he is right. You would provoke.
Sure, I didn't think of that. Darn it.
It's fine. Unless he has negative levels.
D6 negative levels every hit. This will be a quick game. All my new character ready next week.
Okay.
Do you want to do the provoke first?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do that.
The best is when you move around to flank and you're like, I'm just provoking, whatever, and then they hit you and they paralyze you.
That'd be my luck.
That's why you never try to provoke ghouls.
And let's see, that's Torin. Damn it, I lost my 20-sided dice.
Oh, darn.
Just reset it, right click and arrange dice.
It seems fair. You can use your 12-side dice to see if you hit us from now on.
And okay, Torin, he reaches out and touches you as you walk by, and then he just kind of vanishes.
Well, I didn't know I had an anti-ghostly personality.
Maybe he's in you.
And he just kind of disappears. And what would you like to do since it's still your initiative? Okay, as you all are standing there, looking puzzled, nothing else seems to be happening.
Okay.
I guess I will delay a ready to action, I guess, now, and just kind of look all around.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. I need to go do something real quick.
Yeah, not a problem.
He died when I stepped away?
He just kind of touched you, touched Thorin, and vanished. And looking around the
Alright.
cell, you see some.
Before I go, do
Can I
detect
detect
evil.
evil on him?
Yeah, see if he went inside him.
Let's see. Yes, you are detecting evil coming from him.
Did anyone think to check him before the ghost went in? Maybe he was just always evil.
It doesn't seem that Torian is possessed.
So you're saying I detect evil? That's not good.
Does it feel like you have someone else inside you, Torian?
I have not been informed of such thing.
Guys, I gotta go AFK for just a second.
Well, that's a way to get the suspense going.
Now what?
And pause for dramatic effect.
We just look at each other for a really, really long time.
We're staring intently at Torian, trying to decide, is he possessed or, just a really awful person?
I made the assumption that he was possessed, being a nice guy about it.
He's a naturally evil person. Okay, what was the question? Yes, he is detecting evil.
It wasn't a question yet, it's more of what we're going to do about it. And Torian, how do you feel?
He feels good, powerful, ready to kill us all in his sleep.
That was a good one. The last group didn't bother to detect evil on the dude.
I was the one that said it. He's inside him.
And their solution for the branding irons was to shut the door.
Well, it's a pretty good solution.
And guys, just an FYI, we just had a severe thunderstorm roll through our area. If I disappear, we lost power.
Alright. Okay, knowledge religion, I guess? Is there anything I know about how we can deal with that situation?
Duck and hide.
Okay, give me you do not feel possessed. And really, the knowledge religion, you think that the church in town could probably cure this possession.
We could just dump holy water over his head too and see if that helps. You're a paladin doing exorcism.
Yes, that
That
requires a
always
certain
works
amount
well.
of faith, and specific people are usually called in to deal with such situations. I am not one of those
Exorcisms
people.
never end badly.
We could just pour holy water down his throat and see what happens.
You stand in front of him so that when he vomits blood,
We should bring him back.
Yeah,
it's
this
getting
is
fairly late. It probably does make some sense to maybe leave the prison around now.
It could. The possession being a minor speed bump.
Someone
and
steal the manacles from Holy Sword. Let's tie him up.
okay. Well, Google hasn't been very helpful.
Torian, do you agree to being tied up?
No, right now you do not.
I'm back, and you're all still standing in the same place.
Yep.
We're debating what to do about a possessed compatriot.
Kill him.
What?
Well, that went dark fast.
Worst party member ever.
Well, you just take him down to die, and then the ghost will leave, and then you heal him.
Right.
And jump into someone else. Who
Yeah,
you
but we
then
get to
take
hit
down
him.
to dying.
We get to hit him again in the meantime, and we
Well,
almost
that's
killed
why
him last time.
they call it a suicide pack, because you eventually kill everybody, including yourself.
There was a boss in World of Warcraft where you just had to take the half-life, and the boss would jump out of you.
Well, are you going to deal with it now or move on?
No, we're not gonna move on. Well, we're going back to town. Let's bring him back to town.
After we lock him into the room.
I still say we see what happens if we feed him holy water.
I'm gonna empty my holy water on top of him and start reciting chants to my god Arsha. Does it do anything? I'm actually using up holy water for this. I put my number down. I'm really doing it.
I don't know what to say on that one. This is a first.
Time to look up the internet and see what they say. Possession, holy water.
All right, I'll empty half of it on them and have them drink the other half.
Go prophylactic style.
Bend over.
He refused. He must be evil.
You know, I'm going to say initially he's going to cough it back up.
Does he spray pea soup all over Lonely Sword?
No, he does not. You know, he takes a big mouthful of the potion, starts to swallow it, and then spits it back up, and it really didn't have, other than gagging him, any foul effects or noticeable effects.
Well, I got nothing.
Alright, that didn't work.
It's getting late in the day. Let's go take him to the Church of Pharasma back in town.
I'll go on to my plan too.
Punching him in the face?
If by punching you mean stabbing with a knife, then yes.
Are you're okay? You hit him. Are you going to damage him?
You want me to shoot him with blunt arrows, non lethal?
I don't know. I've never heard of any possession before. I have no idea. I'm gonna roll a religion to see if I know what to do.
Well, you've already made the attack roll. Would you like to follow that with your damage and then your religion?
Sure. See if
Okay.
what I'm doing is actually doing anything.
Okay, Torin, I need you to make a will save.
Hey, I might have done something.
Yeah, unleash the monster in him.
Channel
removed.
created. Channel switched.
Sorry, that was me. Okay, Torin, I'm gonna create a new channel in TeamSpeak. If you could pop down there for
Uh-oh.
just a minute, sir.
Wait, who, me?
Yes, Torin.
It's a good
Channel
thing. You get to
created.
take revenge now for being stabbed.
Channel switched.
Very
Channel
many
switched.
friends, do you?
Only ones that stab me every now and then.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hey, Torin, drag your TeamSpeak thing down to where it says private underneath our channel.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, guys, when you hit him with your Kirkery, Torin immediately just falls to the floor, and he's not moving.
Way to go, you broke him.
So,
It's not my fault.
I guess we neutralized the threat.
and I will give you some time to think about what's happening, and I'll be right back.
Think about what you've done.
User left your channel.
Does anyone have protection from evil ready?
No.
Any chance I can get magic weapon cast on my bow?
I only had one prepared.
We should probably burn his corpse just to be on the safe side, right, guys?
Sounds like a plan.
The other thing we could have done in theory is, to see if positive energy, we could have tried healing him to see if positive energy had any effect on him.
Well, I mean, now that I heard him, I can heal him.
We could still try it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to tap him with my wand. So wait, if I keep stabbing him and then heal him afterwards, does this count as torture?
I gotta say yes to that one.
He's not doing too good.
User joined your channel.
Okay. As you're watching Torrent on the ground.
I tapped him with my wand after he fell.
Okay.
We were hoping the positive energy might hurt the undead and heal him.
Give me what's positive energy on that 1d6?
1d8 plus 1.
1d8 plus 1. Okay. After you hit him with the wand, you notice that these ghostly chains appear around his body, and they're starting to slowly tighten around him.
Tap him again.
And you can see him thrashing out in pain and distress. Okay, and
did my knowledge roll tell me anything about how to deal with a possessed creature?
Let's see. Other than really that you should take him into town to see the cleric. To the temple.
Fine. Out comes my rope. Tie him up.
Okay, and I will be right back.
Then I drag his body behind me to town.
User left your channel.
I tie the rope to his feet, by the way. No one has any comment about that?
We're too aghast.
Well, I thought tying it to his feet and dragging him feet first was better than tying it to his neck and dragging him like that back to town.
There's plenty of sheets and sticks. It's not going to be hard to make a makeshift Not gurney. I can't think of the word for it.
Well, it would be a gurney.
Yeah.
Talking about, yeah. Ooh, jeez. You know, like 2 sticks with a sheet between that you lay the person on and you drag it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a gurney. So you were wrong about it not being a gurney because it was
Okay.
a gurney.
Ooh.
It's like not a gurney, the other thing.
And no, it would really be more of a stretcher.
What is the difference between a gurney and a stretcher?
I guess it really depends. The gurney is I would picture the gurney more as something
that's
more
like
modern.
4 wheels. That's level.
Yeah.
It's a makeshift stretcher. That's what it is.
I don't know. Up in Canada, we call the ones with the wheel stretchers.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, wait a second, aren't they the same thing, Con? Like, you know, the ones that the ambulances come with, that, you know, they prop them up and put the person on them and wheel them out to the ambulance. We call those stretchers here. We don't call anything gurneys here, actually. I've only heard gurneys on TV shows from America. Maybe it's like a Canadian word than the American word. Fascinating conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, like look up if if you look like in Google gurney, you'll see it's all wheels. Stretchers, it's the sticks.
In fairness, if you look on Google.ca, which would be Canada, it does show stretchers as the wheeled ones too.
And it swaps them. All right, so maybe that's it. That's why I didn't think of it as a gurney. I was like, no, that's not it.
I guess it's just the same word for the same thing. Different word for the same thing.
Probably just an older word.
User joined your channel.
He's back.
Okay, guys. When you tapped him with the wand, you notice he did have some healing. However, the chains did manage to tighten around him a little more.
We're putting him on a stretcher and we're gonna bring him back to town.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the chains and see if anything changes.
Okay.
As we go back, I do say a constant prayer over him. Not that it has any magical effect, but that's what I'm gonna do on the way back.
Well, in this world, it does, doesn't it?
I just don't know if it has a mechanical effect. It's just what I'm gonna do on the way back with him.
Okay. I'll be right back.
User left your channel.
I have no idea what's going on with this shit.
Him and Jonathan are in the other room. I
Yeah,
guess.
I know, but I have no idea what's going on. I've never heard of possession in Pathfinder before. I have no idea how it works.
It works differently depending on the rule set you look at. So, I mean, there's demonic possession, which was in some of the Book of the Dams. Sometimes it was it could be made even better by feats. And then there's ghost possession. So it really depends on what book you're looking at, because they kind of hop around on the subject.
User joined your channel.
Okay. As you're carrying him on the stretcher, his body starts thrashing heavily. And He's really racked with pain, and even though they're not visible, you know he is taking some damage from whatever is happening.
Can you try to heal him again, Lonely Sword?
Yeah, I'll
I
attack
can-
with my wand.
Instead of using your wand here, let me use I'll use one of my infusions. You might as well save those resources; they're not renewable.
All right.
So I'll use one of my infusions on him.
Okay.
Oh, I would like to try. I'm going to tap the wand to the chains and attempt to use it to harm undead. And if they're not undead, it won't do anything, so it doesn't waste it.
Okay.
So if they are undead, there's the damage roll.
Okay. Give me just a second.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
That really was a second.
Yep. I'm waiting on Jonathan to
joined
come.
your channel.
There we go.
There.
Okay.
Back.
As you touch these chains, they really start constricting on Thorin, and all of a sudden he just wakes up screaming from the pain, and you see the chains fade away.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Pretty sure. Am I awake now?
Vinegar, what's going on, Vinegar?
Yes, you are awake, and you're confused because you remember just being, woken up, and you can convey that to the group if you want.
I'll roll knowledge religion, I guess. He asked me what's happening, so.
I wanted you to detect on him and see if he's still resonating as undead.
Oh, okay. Do that too.
Pretty much. What just happened? What am I doing back here?
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna keep looking at Vinegar with my knife to this guy's throat.
So yeah, knowledge religion and detect evil.
Okay, no, you are not detecting evil. And for your best guess is that you have destroyed the creature that was possessing him.
Ah, whew. I'll put my knife down and say, you were possessed by that ghost that we were fighting, and we were rushing you back to town to see if we could remove it, but apparently we got it somehow.
Yes,
So
while the
you
charlatan was inhabiting your body, it seems. It is still getting late. We should head back. It wouldn't be a bad idea for you to come with me to the Church of Pharasma just to make sure.
I would like to check with you, Winter, that did use one of my charges from my wand, yes?
Yeah, that was really weird. I was just at a priest telling me they just resurrected me, and it was several months after this, and that you guys had all left already. Very disturbing. I'm still looking around like, what the...
He was a charlatan priest. It was probably part of him torturing your mind.
Winter, are you there, dude?
Yeah, I sure am.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
I was saying my harm undead use of my wand, it actually hit.
Yes, it did hit.
All right.
Wow, I didn't know I was muted
Ouch.
that long.
Yeah, you've been muted for a while, apparently. All right, so You guys are saying that you're tired and you want to go back and rest for the night?
We're getting near sunset. Yeah, we'd like to take Torian and have him checked out by the priest. So this is a good time to head back for a while.
I say we grab that. Wait, the safe. Was the safe movable at all, or did you say it was built into the building?
It's heavy, but it's portable.
Let's grab that and drag it back to town and see if someone can open it for us. It might have documents in it telling us more about the place, or loot.
Well, if you can walk, then we can use the stretcher for the safe, I guess, if it'll hold it.
We got enough people here that we can probably drag it between us.
Well, safe is pretty ungainly.
Yeah, tie enough rope to it, you can drag it.
Well,
so
you
we're gonna
got
try
a
that.
donkey. Okay, is that what you want to do?
That's my plan.
We'll do that.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
you get back to town, and just for the new guys, I will share the town map with you. And down here at Inn is the Lorrymore Manor. That's where you're staying. And at the other end of that line, E is the temple. So who's
I don't know
going
about you guys. I know where I'm going.
Oh, I'm going with them.
I'm gonna take the safe. I'm gonna take the safe to the blacksmith.
Okay. You managed to get Torn to the temple. Who was going with him?
I am. Villager.
Garrus will go with them too.
And Lonely Sword's going to the blacksmith. And everyone else, Ozzy?
Haven't decided yet.
Okay. Yes, the clerics are more than happy to give Thorin a once over, and they shuffle him off into a room and say they'll be back very shortly. And Lonely Sword, the blacksmith goes, where did you get the safe?
We found it in the old. What was it? A prison or an asylum?
Prison.
Prison.
Prison. I was like, we found it in the old prison, and we're hoping you can open it so that we can get some documents and stuff or whatever's inside of it. Really, we're trying to clear all the undead and ghosts that are inhabited in the prison.
Yeah. If I'll open it for you if you give me a cut of what's inside of it.
How much?
Let's go 10%.
All right, that seems fair.
Okay.
I'm assuming no one else has any objections to that. 10%.
That seems reasonable.
I'm not there. Go with the executive decision.
Haggle. Go for 5%.
Okay. He manages to get the safe open, and he counts out 500 gold pieces, of which he takes 50 of them as his share. There's some paperwork in there, basically out-of-date legal documents, and there's 4 potions of cure light wounds, 3 potions of remove disease, and 2 potions of lesser restoration.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll split the gold out. And the blacksmith thanks you for your patronage.
No problem. Would you like to buy the safe while we're here? It's a very nice safe, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't buy it, but for 50 gold pieces, I'll throw it away for you.
You're a funny man.
Seriously, you're not leaving this hunk of iron in my shop.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from all the way over here. I'm walking away.
Okay, after a little.
Okay, sorry. Does he have a? Did he just like break it open, or did he like pick it, or what?
He kind of broke it open.
Okay. He's pretty close to the river. I'll drag it over there.
Okay, you're dragging the safe to the river, and a little bit later, Torin comes out walking out of the chapel with a couple of clerics, and they're saying they couldn't find where he is still currently possessed, and they have taken their time to heal him back up to full health.
Oh wait. Before I leave, I wanted to ask him if he has. Wait. Sorry. The other door that we couldn't get into, was it locked, or was it something else that we had to do to get through it?
It was locked.
Yeah.
It was locked. I'm gonna ask him about that and say, if you'll come with us tomorrow to try to open it, I'll give you 50 gold.
Absolutely not. That place is haunted. I'm not dumb enough to go in there.
You don't have a skeleton key by any chance, do you?
Well, hold on just a second. And now, for this, I want 15%.
For this what?
For this help that I'm about to give you. I've got a set of keys that may work.
I told you should have tried starting at 5.
And since I'm not going to be there, I've got to trust you all that you'll be honest with my 15%.
Totally trustworthy.
Well, if you're not willing to come with us, I'm not willing to go above 10. You get none of the danger and all the benefit, and if your keys don't work, you don't lose anything. I think 10% is pretty fair.
Make it 12.
I'm going with even numbers here, GM. Come on.
I mean, I'll happily promise him anything he wants.
All right, fine. And he gives you this monster ring of keys that's probably got 20 different kinds of keys on it. And
all right.
he's like, that'd be a good chance to get you in that door.
All right, we'll let you know next time we're back in town what happened. And I'll bid him good night and head out.
And he never sees us again.
And take your damn safe with you.
You sounded like Hank from King of the Hill there when you said that.
Good, don't be Bobby.
Take your damn safe with you.
Okay, but Torin comes out. They say, they can't speak for him mentally, but, physically he's healthy and unpossessed.
Oh, wonderful. The whole time I was praying in the church, asking for forgiveness for probably what we did in the cemetery the other night.
You feel like a small burden has been lifted from your soul.
It's all right. I'm going to also pay penance tonight anyway, so we're good, hopefully.
Okay. Now, what would you like to do?
Well, when I meet back up with the group, I'll tell them about what happened to the blacksmith. Spread
Bring
the
them back
money
to the
mailing
house.
lists.
I guess we'll meet back at the house.
Sounds good. Are you going to throw those potions and stuff in the party sheet there?
They're there.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they are. Never mind, I'm blind.
I already have one of each potion. I think that's more than enough for me. So if anyone, yeah, I don't feel the need to take any more.
I am in the front usually, so I wouldn't mind the lesser restoration one. Those are more expensive though, so I'll leave it to the group to decide.
I already have one of those. I was mostly holding on to it to use on someone else if they need it, but
Is anyone else interested in the lesser restoration potions?
might as well hold
There's
one,
2 of them.
at least.
I'll just take any healing potions so I left.
Probably makes sense to give one to another, like split the lesser restorations between yourself and
Use the
another
buddy system.
frontline person.
Well, I already have one.
That's fine, but there's
All right, I'll grab one of them then. And who's the melee alchemist?
Kristoff.
Christoph, you grab one of them then.
One of the what? The lesser
Lesser
restoration?
Yeah, one of the lesser restoration potions.
All right.
I mean, it's still possible that ranged people could get them, but it's more likely that it will hit the melee first.
Actually, if the ranged people could take the remove disease, considering if any of those lay us low, they could try to administer it to us.
Diseases are they usually have like incubation times, and then a couple of days later they'll hit you. So it's not really something that's relevant during combat. Not usually, anyway.
Exactly.
I've got 2 potions of Cure Light Wounds, so anyone that doesn't have 2, grab a potion of Cure Light Wounds until everyone has 2.
I'll wait till everyone else has 2. I already have one, and I'm pretty good most of the time otherwise.
Darius, why don't you grab the other potion of Remove Disease?
How do you grab from the stash?
Just drag
Pull
the
by the
red
red?
part into your inventory page.
Pull what now?
The little
the
red
red
symbol on the right.
icon.
What red icon we're looking at?
Are you in the
Party
party
sheet?
sheet?
Damn, I don't have it. Let me add it.
Just click the little symbol in the top right corner of Fantasy Grounds. It has the eye with the 3 people. It will open up your party sheet. And that's where all the items are. So, how many potions of Cure Light Wounds do you have? Any?
I don't have any.
Grab 2 of them then. Everyone seems to have some, so might as well spread them about. There's 1 left. Does anyone not have 2? I guess the last one's yours then, Villager. You're the other one that has 1 left, right?
How do you grab them? Can you drag and drop, or you have to add them?
Drag. Make sure your inventory tab is open on your character sheet. You drag from the red symbol and drop it into your inventory.
Ah, okay. I was trying to do it from the name. Got it.
Yep. So 2 of those are yours. Perfect.
Okay, everybody squared away?
Everyone already has 2, and they're gonna. Alright, so I'll take the other one, I guess.
I don't know why, but I have 20 common arrows on me. So if anyone needs arrows, there's 20 common arrows for you. Can anyone tell me what 3 divided by 20 is off the top of their head?
Uneven.
I think it's 0.3. Or 0.03 or something like that.
20 divided by 3.
Yes, sir. No, 3 divided by 20.
3 divided by 20. 0.15.
0.15.
All right. Because I have 3 pounds in there for the 1 arrow that I have. That's a heavy fucking arrow.
Okay, y'all meet up back at the Lori Moore estate. Kendra is there to greet you and ask you, what's going on, and would you all like some dinner?
I
We
will
would
say,
love some dinner.
yes, thank you. I'm also going to give her 5 gold and say, this is for taking care of us all this time so far.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
We should probably also discuss when she's out of the room whether we want to let her know what happened to her father, that he was murdered, not died in an accident.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ghoul part.
No, that would
Maybe
probably
not
be
so much that.
unkind, yeah.
I think until we know who it was and have justice done already, we shouldn't bring it up because she's already kind of at peace with what happened.
Okay, she comes out and sets several plates of food out on the table, and she's like, I'm going into the study if you all need me.
Thank you, my lady.
And she exits the room.
Oh, wait, before she goes, I'm also going to say, if you have any, if that's not enough, come and talk to me. I have more money for you for taking care of us. We don't want to cost you anything. It's not fair.
Oh, no. This is plenty. You were real good friends of my father's.
Saved his life, in fact. Cost me my arm. He was a good man, though. Worth it. Oh, I'll eat my supper.
Darius will eat his supper too, and then he's going to go back to studying the manual of the Order of the Palatine Eye.
After that, I'm gonna do like some house chores, chop up some wood, take out some garbage, fun stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to the tavern and just like sit around and listen to what people have to say. Be friendly.
All right. You manage to get to the tavern. There's quite a few people in there. The bartender serves you a drink, and let's see. Okay. And what are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to my room.
For a drink.
I'm going to my room, say some prayers, and go to sleep.
Can I stake out where those letters are being carved?
Yes, you sure can.
And I'll do that.
And who said that?
Kristoff.
Okay.
Oops, ignore that. I was not trying to attack people with endure elements.
Yeah, sure.
I was trying to use my kukri, damn it.
Okay.
Aren't you alone in your room? Are you attacking yourself with your kukri?
I was just cleaning off my keyboard, actually. I was hitting the key for them.
Hey, let's keep this clean. uh, okay. You managed to. You're sitting at the bar. You're having several beers, and you're hearing people talk about the day's events, but um, nothing that's really causing you to take any real interest in.
Okay. like I said, just hanging out there a little bit. Did someone come with me?
I think someone else went to the tavern too to have drinks.
Ozzy, you came, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Which one's the tavern again? I or F?
Let's see.
Can you show the map again?
Yeah, sure can. Let's see. C is the laughing demon.
Oh, all right.
I don't even see my guy.
Who am I missing?
Ozzy.
Ozzy. I'll put you up by C as well.
I don't think I see Kristoff either.
Lower left.
You were staking out by O.
Ah, there it
That's
is.
where
Okay.
the money is.
Low hiding on the map.
All the way down at the bottom. Guys, while you are in the bar, you do hear one couple, that's talking about the prison, and they say that the executioner still guards the execution balcony on the western side of the prison. And that on some nights, you can even see his scythe, kind of like patrolling the balcony on its own,
What a sick
as if
executioner.
it's carried by an invisible spirit.
That is not a nice way to go.
Oh, isn't that just lovely?
I don't really engage people about the prison. I just listen about it, and I'll be, and like I said, mostly just stay friendly and listen to what people have to say.
Okay. Yeah,
And the only thing I'll do is like, if someone says something like bad about, that they bring up the doctor or something, I'll be like, he was a better man than something. Just, misunderstood. I always try to play it down that he wasn't a necromancer, but I don't like fight people about it.
Okay. And it starts getting later.
I remember I don't drink a lot whenever I go. I have one drink, mostly sip it, and then I'll head back later.
Okay.
Least popular bar patron ever.
No kidding.
I tip well.
And Christoph, you find a nice spot in the bushes, where you're hidden from view, and you have a good view of the memorial.
All right, I'll just hunker down there and see if I see anything.
How long are you gonna wait?
What time is it now?
It's probably after dinner and so forth. Probably 11 o'clock.
Seems like a symbolic-y sort of thing. Let's give it till 2 a.m.
Okay. And time passes very slowly for you, and nothing happens.
Okay, is this what happens between like 11 and 2?
Yes.
Okay, that's when my character goes back, cleans up the bathroom, and uses the cat of nine tails to whip him, flagellate himself in penance for asthma, but cleans up the bathroom when he's done.
Whoa.
Heavy
much.
duty.
All right, I guess if nothing happens by 2, I'll go back to the inn and sleep away the rest of the night.
Does that count as an evil act, whipping a paladin? Did he fall from whipping himself?
Well, not if the paladin does the whipping.
Hey,
As long as he keeps it to himself.
Okay. The night passes. uneventfully, although you do hear the sounds of a whip coming from the bathroom.
Jesus, he's hitting himself from a long ways away.
Only if you miss.
Okay, and the next morning, you wake up to the smell of breakfast coming from downstairs.
Sounds good. Get dressed and head down.
Okay, and you walk in, and the table is set for breakfast. There's fresh fruit and eggs, and sorry guys, this hay fever is about to kill me.
Will I have had enough time between last night after dinner and this morning before breakfast to take another shot at decoding the Pountai?
Yes, and let's see, I think you needed
25 or 26 or something really high.
I have too many windows open. Yeah, go ahead and roll it. And it's still not making any sense to you. You're getting closer, just not enough.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, it's a bright, beautiful new day. You've had a fantastic breakfast.
Will we be heading back?
Unless there's anything else that comes up on the way, we probably want to head back to Harrowstone.
Perhaps we should see if we can get more holy water if we have to deal with more ghosts.
I think that'd be an excellent idea myself.
Kristoff still has quite a bit.
It's probably still worth stopping in at the Temple for Asma and seeing if they have any more that we could get.
And don't forget, you also have those haunt siphons. The little Ghostbuster-like traps.
But once we've used them, we only got 3, right? And once they're used, they're done.
Yeah, we've
Right.
only seen one haunt.
Well,
So far.
we don't know. I mean, I guess.
Okay, to the temple.
Actually, I'm gonna, I have one on me. I'm gonna give it to someone who's better at throwing and ranged things than I am. So I'll put it in the party mood.
For what?
Someone who's
What,
better
Joe?
at throwing and getting people with it.
Are you talking about the haunt siphon?
Yeah.
That's not work. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, I read the bottom where you throw. I read the bottom where you throw it. Okay, I see.
I think
Yeah,
you just stand there and you ready an action to activate it.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm reading the top part now. Like I said, I jumped to the bottom and I was like, oh, you throw it. All right.
Okay, at the temple, the acolytes come out and ask if they can help you, and
Did you give us an overnight?
oh, no. If I did that, you'll be wanting another one tomorrow.
Yeah, funny how that works, right? Bunch of needy bastards.
Absolutely.
If anyone had any healing left at the end of the night there, Darius wasn't full.
Yeah, I can heal myself.
Yeah, we can. At one point, we can assume they did it at the temple without charge, since you're making a rather large donation to their cause.
Oh, are we getting them Villager? He's very pretty. You can have him. Just keep lots of whips on hand.
Didn't realize it was that kind of temple.
Villager, you're looking awful whipped this morning.
Well, that's only if anyone sees my back, which my character's not like parading it around. Like, hey, look what I did.
So, does anybody want to buy anything from the temple or town?
Well, we want to know if they have more holy water that we'd be able to purchase.
Yes, sir. Of course, we have holy water, and yes, you can purchase it.
Will they cut us a deal on it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I didn't see that happening.
Not from the church.
All right, I'll buy 3 more. That's 75 gold, right?
I think they're 50 each.
Yeah, I think they are 50.
Oh, okay. All right. I looked at the item in my inventory. It said 25.
Yeah, mine says 25 in my inventory too. I'm not certain that's correct though.
That's fine. Then I'll.
We can go. Let's go with what it says in your inventory.
Hold on, let me check. Yep, they are 25.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, and buy 3. Otherwise, it was gonna get cut down real fast to 1.
No, they're just 25. Huh? Nice. That's not bad. Actually, I'm gonna buy another one too.
The fact that we have to stand next to ghosts and pour it on them makes them a little less appealing.
Well, for people like me that want to stay in melee to keep them off of you ranged people, it's perfect.
Maybe we could just get enough to bathe in, and then grapple them.
Now there's an idea.
What we should get is a wand of magic weapon or something.
Whoa, whoa.
Hey man, you got the money for that? Go ahead. It's only 750 gold.
Use a prestige point if you're society.
All right, let's head back if everyone's ready.
Yeah, we're heading back to the prison for the day.
Yep.
Guys, this is a really good point to stop, and it's also a really good point to level up.
Would we
Alright.
be able to open that room with all these keys I got before we stop? I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Do we level up before we open that door? Just
no.
Rats. Had to try.
Okay. Inside the property room, where'd the party sheet go? You find 200 gold pieces, a bronze war medallion, a masterwork dagger, a set of masterwork thieves' tools, and a wand of restoration with 15 charges.
Are any of these other items magical?
Other than the wand, no.
All right.
The Bronze War Medallion, is there any knowledge check we can make to know more about it? I have knowledge nobility. Wait, no I don't. I just have it as a... Never mind.
I have knowledge and ability. Oh, no, I don't.
It's a class ability, but I didn't put any points in it, so...
Well, we're about the levels.
Oh, no,
so
wait!
good.
I do have a rank in it. I do have a rank in knowledge and ability. Do I know what that is?
Give me just a minute to find it.
Threw a roll into the tower in case.
And what number is that? It helps if I pull the right book.
Oh, hey, Winter, since we're leveling up here, did you look into background skills?
Give me just 1 second, if you would.
You can't do 5 things at once? Come on, man.
At least do 4.
Let's see. Do a knowledge religion
Okay.
on the medallion.
There you
You know, it's a bronze war medallion from the Shining Crusade. But other than that, that's all that it is.
The Shining Crusade?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was a decades-long war fought by the Taladorian Empire, the Dwarves, and the Knights of Ozium against the forces of the Whispering Tyrant. It began in 3754.
Alright, that's not tied to any of the... Doesn't seem tied to any of the people who are locked up.
No,
Okay.
because he basically had conquered Ustalav at that point. Ustalav didn't really exist.
Alright then.
Okay, you guys get to level up.
I'm leveling. So, back to the background skills there.
Yeah, sorry. What was your question again about that?
Were you going to allow us to use background skills? Do you remember that link I gave you for it?
Let's see. Did you email that to me?
I linked it in chat last week, or the week before last week, actually. Background skills is the one that gives you 2 extra skill points per level, but only for stuff that's not generally used in combat.
Yeah, we can do that. If you still have that link handy, it would be great.
Here, I'll link it in chat in the game so everyone can see it. The list of the background skills and what aren't background skills is there also.
And I just want to make sure there too, level we're going up to is 3rd level, correct?
Correct. It is 3rd level.
Nah, it's level 6. We're skipping everything.
And guys, if you don't have any questions for me, my girlfriend's here, so I'm gonna call it quits early, but I'll leave the server up so you all can finish leveling up.
All right, sounds
Cool,
good.
thank
All
you.
right, see you later.
Not a problem, and we will see you guys same time next Monday.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
I won't be here, but I'll post a reminder on the forum. I'm on vacation next week and will be out of town.
That sounds good. I hope you enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll see you the week after next week. Have a good vacation.
See y'all.
Absolutely.
Good.
Thanks. See you guys.
Night.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
All right, so
Disconnected.